Hello and welcome to this week's podcast. I'm Mod Matthe and today I have with me
Mod Wilson.
The ever humorous and light and fluffy Mod Wilson.
Indeed.
And we're going to be talking about...
waterfall fishing.
Waterfall fishing, that's the one.
Sorry, I was just choking on my fluffiness for a second there.
So, why have we released this week waterfall fishing?
Well, it was a Rune Lab suggestion that we've been working on. It won the poll and it went through, and we just built it as by the player's suggestion and with their help and feedback.
I believe this is the point we should name check the player in question.
Yes, it's Pharenic, and then there are a number of numbers after that, and unfortunately I cannot remember those off the top of my head, so we'll just go with Pharenic. You know who you are.
I'm sure Pharenic will remind us of those numbers.
Yes.
Why was waterfall fishing a popular idea then, do you think? What about it caught the imagination?
Well, it's high-level fishing. There's sort of a gap near the top there for fishing experience, but we, as he pointed out in his design, didn't want to devalue rocktail, so we wanted something up there which you could grind away at to get the levels to be able to hit 99. And and obviously it expands the Elf City area, which is still quite new. I mean, we just celebrated its 1 year anniversary, but it's still quite new content. So there's still a lot of players who are new to that area and who are aiming to get to that area. So expanding it is quite nice.
Cool. So how does it work? What have we put in?
Well, there is a grapple point that you need to climb up in order to get to the 3 fishing spots. And once you're up there, you just you fish. You click on the spots, fish come into your inventory, celebrations.
And it's in Elf City. Whereabouts in Elf City?
It's up in the northeast corner between 2 of the zones.
I believe it's between Matthe and Kiris.
That's right. Well done.
Conveniently, not written on a piece of paper in front of me at all. And I hear talk of random events as well. Yeah,
there are 3 random events that can pop off. They're not set to the clock like the ones during divination are, because we didn't want people to turn around every 20 minutes and go, okay, time to stop our fishing training and look around until they turn up.
Yeah.
So it's roughly every 15 to 20 minutes. One of them will go off, and it's per server, so you can't hop from one to the other.
Right.
And after that, you've got another 15, 20 minutes after that one's gone off. So if they all happen quite earlier, then you get like 4 per hour. If later, then you might get only 3. But what we've got is the geyser, which shoots out urchins all over the place. We've got the big urchin, which multiple players go over, and it kind of totals up their strength, and they can pull it out of the water quicker if they've got more people or they've all got higher strength.
Yeah.
Then we've got the leaping urchins, which pop up out of the water, and you've got to click on them quite quickly. So you've got like the spray of urchins across the ground. So if you're paying attention, you can see them land near you, you can pick them up.
Yeah.
You've got the big urchin, which is like a big community one, and then you've got the quick reflex, quick time event style leaping ones.
Okay. And what are the requirements for waterfall fishing?
It starts at 93 fishing, and you need 90 strength, agility, and ranged to do the grapple.
Right, okay. And there are different fishing requirements for the mid and high level spots?
Yes, it's 95 and 97 for mid and high.
Okay. And I understand you need a piece of equipment.
In order to get up on the grapple, you need a crossbow of some sort and a mithril grapple. If you don't want to carry that up every time, there is a hidey hole, so you can build that out of mahogany logs and a rune crossbow or above, and a grapple, as with the usual hidey hole recipes.
Right, okay. That's dead sneaky. I like that. And can Iron Men use it?
Yes, I believe so. If Iron Men can get into the Elf City, then there's nothing stopping them from using this site.
I understand it's entirely available to Iron Men.
Yes.
So what are urchin points?
In order to make it a bit more worthwhile for people who've caught, say, 100 big urchins compared to someone who's caught 100 little urchins, when they go to the shop, the urchins are worth different values.
Right.
So a regular urchin is worth, a small urchin is worth 1 point, a medium urchin is worth 2, and a large urchin is worth 3.
Okay. And what can you use those for?
You can use them to buy fishing lamps if you've already got all of the physical rewards, so there is a good point to go back and continue training there.
Okay.
There's also the ability to get the crystal fishing rod from Crystal Tool Seeds.
Yeah.
There's a title. And there are urchin homes. There's little shells and boots and treasure chests that you can put on your hermit crab.
What's a hermit crab?
A hermit crab is a crab that you can catch whilst you're fishing up on the top area. It's a random chance, and you've got to have the levels to be able to look after it. I did notice a few people saying that they've been up there like 10 hours or so.
Yeah.
If you've not got the summoning level to be able to keep hold of it, then you won't be able to catch it. But,
right.
You know, I believe it is 72 or 75. But it's on the skill guide, so you should be able to find it quite easily. And if you've got the levels, then yeah, you've just got a chance. It's a slight chance, and random does, work. So you could get it first time, you could get it after 20 hours. But, if you get it, then it's there, and you can recover it from the pet shop.
Okay. And harmony dust?
Yes. That's from grinding the urchins, and that's used in juju fishing potions, like the harmony moss.
Right, okay. And what does it do?
It improves the juju fishing potions up to the perfect juju fishing potions,
right.
Which means that you continue to be able to catch the barren sharks and also get a 5% boost on your fishing catch rates for an hour.
Very handy.
Which that stacks with all of the other fishing boosts, like the shark costume. It's like right down at the bottom. So if you've got all of these things, then it just adds that on as a scale, and that also stacks with the 5% you get from the crystal fishing rod.
It's gone down really well, actually, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone down very well.
Feedback on the forums and on Reddit and that on Twitter has been very positive.
Yeah, I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a very high-level fishing spot for people to be able to AFK, grind their way up to those high levels, and then they can go off and catch rocktails a lot quicker and easier with the high levels. And, it's useful. People like it. It's good.
So one of the things I've picked up going through the forums is a bunch of feedback and suggestions. So I thought we'd pitch them at you and see what your responses were.
Okay, go for it.
For some players, the level 95 or 97 fishing spots haven't appeared graphically. Haven't been that noticeable.
That's a weird one. I got that sent through to me as a bug, and I went into a game and tested it, and I got it fine. Like the reproduction steps for the bug caused it to pop up for me. Right. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. If you're still seeing it, report it as a bug.
Or not seeing it as a
Or not seeing it, yeah. Whichever.
Please report it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I sent it back saying, when demonstrated I could see it on my account, fine. QA hasn't sent it back saying we're not able to see it, so not sure what's going on there. Yeah. But if you're still having the bug, send it in as a bug.
With any bugs like that, it's quite often a very, very particular thing that's causing for one person.
Yes.
So, some people felt there might be need of a bank. More AFKable by adding banks.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously you'd have to stop and turn and go to the bank, making it slightly less AFKable. But at the moment, we're sort of debating this one because people are saying after 45 minutes, I have to teleport down and spend, maybe 30 seconds gathering the supplies and running back up to the top. Please add a bank to reduce this time. And that's a little bit... it's the most AFKable fishing spot in the game, and it's the best experience. Obviously, you can go up there with just 3 free inventory slots and you're set for life. Yeah. So we're debating it. It may happen, it may not. Possibly depending on the volume of feedback.
Okay. Consumable teleports to the fishing spots?
No, not really. I mean, it doesn't take you really any time to climb up the points, and like I say, if you've just hidden the grapple off to one side, you don't even need to take a crossbow and grapple with you, and you just go straight up.
Yeah. Apparently, some people would like the buyable title Master Fisher to be a different colour rather than the orange.
Well, it was originally a bluish colour, but it got changed back to the orange during feedback. But I suppose if enough players say we want to be a bluey colour, for. Yeah.
Okay. There was some questions about whether we should swap the large and medium spots around.
No, not really. I mean, the original layout, there was going to be a further agility obstacle to get to the larger one. So it was literally the layout that you would get up to the top there. You had access to the small, then you use the agility point to climb up to the medium, another one to climb down to the high. So we've stuck with that layout, and I don't really feel like there's much reason to shift it around at this stage.
Okay. some people feel the tree at the high level spot blocks the view.
That's up to Timbo, Destroyer of Trees.
The ever handy Destroyer of Trees.
Yes, exactly.
Increase the size of the fishing spot when clicking.
Yeah, I mean, it's using the same size click zone as all of the other fishing spots, but obviously it's a bit further down in the water, so, maybe we can increase the size of them. That's something we can look into.
Interesting audio one.
Mm-hmm.
A more noticeable sound when fish are caught.
That would have to be like across the game, because it is just running the bog standard fishing code.
Just running, yeah.
So, in theory, yeah, but as it stands, there's not a different fishing sound being used for these fish.
Yeah, you might just need to look at your sound settings instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently there's a bare patch of grass that looks like we've forgotten to put some grass on. There's a rock.
Submit it as a bug.
There are some players who want to go across to the north side and sit on the benches to have some lunch.
Yeah, that's locked off for the next Mod Raven quest.
Right, okay.
I'm throwing that out there. He's going to have to include that now.
I think that might not be real.
Yeah, he should have come down here if he didn't want me to throw these things out there.
Right, okay, so you've just promised that's where Mod Raven's next quest is going to launch from.
That, or where the next Raven that Mod Raven puts into the game is going to appear.
Right, okay. I'll make sure Mod Raven is aware of these things.
No. Let's keep him in the dark. Let's see if he actually listens to these podcasts. If he doesn't, then he can deal with all the complaints in the forum of the people. Yeah,
brilliant. I love it.
There we go.
Apparently, the concept art includes people fishing at the bottom of the waterfall.
That's concept art.
Yes.
It could change drastically. I mean, the original concept art that we were sent by the player showed like a vast Indonesian or like sort of like Southeast Asian kind of jungle landscape with an amazing waterfall with bridges of people fishing off the bridges and all this kind of stuff. What we put in concept art and what we can actually achieve in game are two different things.
Well, it's there to inspire, isn't it?
Yes.
The idea of concept art is there are a set of illustrations designed to inspire and give an idea, a concept, which then we have to build as developers.
Yeah, there are sometimes the other way around in that we request the thing which they then concept the art for that then goes into the game.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time there is, like as you say, there's stuff that's there to inspire, there's stuff that's there to go into game, and this is an inspiring thing as opposed to an into-game thing.
And the last piece of feedback I picked up was a summing obelisk. If it could replace the tree that's annoying the view.
It would have to be a large, leafy, branchy summoning obelisk. Yes.
No, so not something we're likely to add then?
Not at the moment, no.
No. Okay, so my last question for you, Mod Wilson. Mm-hmm. After all this hard work on waterfall fishing, what is your favourite type of fish?
Prawns, because they're delicious.
Not because they have beady eyes?
Nope.
Nope. Just because they're delicious?
Just because they're delicious.
Any particular type of deliciousness preferred?
Prawny deliciousness?
Prawny
deliciousness.
Prawn crackers or king prawns?
Yes.
Well,
yes, a portion of king prawns, king prawn balls with prawn crackers served by a prawn.
Well, thank you very much, Mod Wilson.
No problem.
And I think it's time to get back to our waterfalls for our fishing now.
Indeed.
All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.